Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
Move or strike with a noise. His arm was snapped forward. An informal photograph, usually made with a small handheld camera. My snapshots haven't been developed yet. Tender green beans without strings that easily snap into sections. The act of catching an object with the hands. The infielder's snap and throw was a single motion. Separate or cause to separate abruptly. The rope snapped. Cause to make a snapping sound. Snap your fingers. Lose control of one's emotions. When her baby died, she snapped. The tendency of a body to return to its original shape after it has been stretched or compressed. The waistband had lost its snap. Record on photographic film. She snapped a picture of the president. Break suddenly and abruptly, as under tension. The pipe snapped. A fastener used on clothing fastens with a snapping sound. Children can manage snaps better than buttons. A crisp round cookie flavored with ginger. Any undertaking that is easy to do. To grasp hastily or eagerly. Make a sharp sound. His fingers snapped. Utter in an angry, sharp, or abrupt tone. The sales clerk snapped a reply at the angry customer. A sudden sharp noise. He can hear the snap of a twig. American football. Putting the ball in play by passing it, between the legs, to a back. The quarterback fumbled the snap. A spell of cold weather. A cold snap in the middle of May. A sudden breaking. Bring the jaws together. He snapped indignantly. Close with a snapping motion. The lock snapped shut. Move with a snapping sound. Bullets snapped past us. Put in play with a snap. Snap a football. The act of snapping the fingers. Movement of a finger from the tip to the base of the thumb on the same hand. He gave his fingers a snap. The noise produced by the rapid movement of a finger from the tip to the base of the thumb on the same hand. Servants appeared at the snap of his fingers. Move or strike with a noise. He clicked on the light. A stop consonant made by the suction of air into the mouth, as in Bantu. Depression of a button on a computer mouse. A click on the right button, for example. Become clear or enter one's consciousness or emotions. Cause to make a snapping sound. Make a clicking or ticking sound. A hinged catch that fits into a notch of a ratchet to move a wheel forward or prevent it from moving backward. Click repeatedly or uncontrollably. A short light metallic sound. Make a clucking sounds, characteristic of hens. Produce a click. Kosa speakers click. An estimate based on little or no information. A solid missile discharged from a firearm. The shot buzzed past his ear. A person who shoots, usually with respect to their ability to shoot. He is a crack shot. An informal photograph, usually made with a small handheld camera. My snapshots haven't been developed yet. Varying in color when seen in different lights or from different angles. Chatoyant, or shot, silk. An aggressive remark directed at a person like a missile and intended to have a telling effect. His parting shot was, drop dead. A chance to do something. He wanted a shot at the champion. The launching of a missile or spacecraft to a specified destination. A consecutive series of pictures that constitutes a unit of action in a film. Sports. The act of swinging or striking at a ball with a club or racket or bat or cue or hand. A good shot requires good balance and tempo. The act of firing a projectile. Informal words for any attempt or effort. He gave it his best shot. The act of putting a liquid into the body by means of a syringe. The nurse gave him a flu shot. A small drink of liquor. He poured a shot of whiskey. A blow hard enough to cause injury. He is still recovering from a shot to his leg. An attempt to score in a game. An explosive charge used in blasting. Sports equipment consisting of a heavy metal ball used in the shot put. He trained at putting the shot. An informal photograph, usually made with a small handheld camera. My snapshots haven't been developed yet. Tender green beans without strings that easily snap into sections. Reach with a blow or hit in a particular spot. Perceive with the senses quickly, suddenly, or momentarily. Ears open to catch every sound. Perceive by hearing. I didn't catch your name. The act of catching an object with the hands. Mays made the catch with his back to the plate. A drawback or difficulty that is not readily evident. It sounds good, but what's the catch? Suffer from the receipt of. She will catch hell for this behavior. See or watch. Take hold of so as to seize or restrain or stop the motion of. Hear, usually without the knowledge of the speakers. Succeed in catching or seizing, especially after a chase. Did you catch the thief? To hook or entangle. Apprehend and reproduce accurately. The quantity that was caught. The catch was only 10 fish. A restraint that checks the motion of something. Attract and fix. Capture as if by hunting, snaring, or trapping. Detect a blunder or misstep. The act of apprehending, especially apprehending a criminal. A person regarded as a good matrimonial prospect. Attract. Cause to be enamored. Catch up with and possibly overtake. Grasp with the mind or develop an understanding of. Did you catch that illusion? A break or check in the voice, usually a sign of strong emotion. A cooperative game in which a ball is passed back and forth. He played catch with his son in the backyard. A fastener that fastens or locks a door or window. Anything that is caught, especially if it is worth catching. He shared his catch with the others. Become aware of. Be struck or affected by. Catch fire. Be the catcher. Who is catching? Cause to become accidentally or suddenly caught, ensnared, or entangled. Check oneself during an action. She managed to catch herself before telling her boss what was on her mind. Contract. Did you catch a cold? Delay or hold up. Prevent from proceeding on schedule or as planned. Discover or come upon accidentally, suddenly, or unexpectedly. Catch somebody doing something or in a certain state. Get or regain something necessary, usually quickly or briefly. Catch one's breath. Reach in time. I have to catch a train at 7 o'clock. Spread or be communicated. The fashion did not catch. Start burning. Take in and retain. We have a big barrel to catch the rainwater. The act of catching an object with the hands. He made a grab for the ball before it landed. Take hold of so as to seize or restrain or stop the motion of. Capture the attention or imagination of. This story will grab you. Get hold of or seize quickly and easily. A mechanical device for gripping an object. Make a grasping or snatching motion with the hand. The passenger grabbed for the oxygen mask. Obtain illegally or unscrupulously. Take or grasp suddenly. She grabbed the child's hand and ran out of the room. A small fragment. Overheard snatches of their conversation. The act of catching an object with the hands. Martin's snatch at the bridle failed and the horse raced away. Law. The unlawful act of capturing and carrying away a person against their will and holding them in false imprisonment. To grasp hastily or eagerly. Before I could stop him, the dog snatched the ham bone. Take away to an undisclosed location against their will and usually in order to extract a ransom. Obscene terms for female genitals. A weight lift in which the barbell is lifted overhead in one rapid motion. To make grasping motions. The cat snatched at the butterflies. An occasion for excessive eating or drinking. They went on a bust that lasted 3 days. Search without warning. Make a sudden surprise attack on. Separate or cause to separate abruptly. Go to pieces. Ruin completely. He busted my radio. Break open or apart suddenly and forcefully. The chest of a woman. Lacking funds. A complete failure. A sculpture of the head and shoulders of a person. Separate or cause to separate abruptly. A personal or social separation, as between opposing factions. State of being torn or burst open. The act of making a sudden noisy break. A drop of the clear salty saline solution secreted by the lacrimal glands. His story brought tears to her eyes. Strip of feathers. An occasion for excessive eating or drinking. Move quickly and violently. Separate or cause to separate abruptly. Tear the paper. An opening made forcibly as by pulling apart. Fill with tears or shed tears. Her eyes were tearing. The act of tearing. He took the manuscript in both hands and gave it a mighty tear. To separate or be separated by force. Look through a book or other written material. Throw or toss with a quick motion. Flick a piece of paper across the table. Cuz to make a snapping sound. A form of entertainment that enacts a story by sound and a sequence of images giving the illusion of continuous movement. Shine unsteadily. The candle flickered. Flash intermittently. The lights flicked on and off. Twitch or flutter. The paper flicked. Cuz to move with a flick. He flicked his bic. A light sharp contact, usually with something flexible. He gave it a flick with his finger. A short stroke. Remove with a flick of the hand. Touch or hit with a light, quick blow. Flicked him with his hand. Separate substances into constituent elements or parts. Lose control of one's emotions. Make ineffective. Martin Luther King tried to break down racial discrimination. Stop operating or functioning. Collapse due to fatigue, an illness, or a sudden attack. Fall apart. Make a mathematical, chemical, or grammatical analysis of. Break down into components or essential features. Cuz to fall or collapse. Lose control of one's emotions. The tendency of a body to return to its original shape after it has been stretched or compressed. Record on photographic film. I photographed the scene of the accident. A representation of a person or scene in the form of a print or transparent slide or in digital format. Undergo being photographed in a certain way. Children photograph well. Make a film or photograph of something. Shoot a movie. Force or drive, a fluid or gas, into by piercing. Move quickly and violently. Hit with a missile from a weapon. Spend frivolously and unwisely. Fire a shot. Record on photographic film. Run or move very quickly or hastily. Kill by firing a missile. Produce buds, branches, or germinate. Give an injection to. A new branch. Cause a sharp and sudden pain in. Emit, as light, flame, or fumes, suddenly and forcefully. Measure the altitude of by using a sextant. Shoot a star. Score. Shoot a basket. Send forth suddenly, intensely, swiftly. Shoot a glance. The act of shooting at targets. They hold a shoot every weekend during the summer. Throw dice, as in a crap game. Throw or propel in a specific direction or towards a specific objective. Shoot craps. Utter fast and forcefully. Variegate by interweaving weft threads of different colors. Shoot cloth. A purified and potent form of cocaine that is smoked rather than snorted, highly addictive. A long narrow opening. A usually brief attempt. He took a crack at it. A narrow opening. He opened the window a crack. Become fractured. Break or crack on the surface only. The glass cracked when it was heated. Suffer a nervous breakdown. A chance to do something. Break suddenly and abruptly, as under tension. Witty remark. Pass through, a barrier. Registrations cracked through the 30,000 mark in the county. Make a sharp sound. Of the highest quality. A crack shot. A long narrow depression in a surface. A sudden sharp noise. The crack of a whip. The act of cracking something. A blemish resulting from a break without complete separation of the parts. There was a crack in the mirror. Break into simpler molecules by means of heat. The petroleum cracked. Break partially but keep its integrity. The glass cracked. Cause to become cracked. Heat and light cracked the back of the leather chair. Gain unauthorized access computers with malicious intentions. She cracked my password. Hit forcefully. Deal a hard blow, making a cracking noise. The teacher cracked him across the face with a ruler. Make a very sharp explosive sound. His gun cracked. Reduce petroleum to a simpler compound by cracking. Tell spontaneously. Crack a joke. A fastener used on clothing. Fastens with a snapping sound. A fastener used on clothing. Fastens with a snapping sound. A crisp round cookie flavored with ginger. A crisp round cookie flavored with ginger. A crisp round cookie flavored with ginger. A slight wind, usually refreshing. The breeze was cooled by the lake. Any undertaking that is easy to do. Blow gently and lightly. It breezes most evenings at the shore. To proceed quickly and easily. Activity by children that is guided more by imagination than by fixed rules. Any undertaking that is easy to do. Stable gear consisting of a band around a horse's belly that holds the saddle in place. Tie a cinch around. Cinch horses. Any undertaking that is easy to do. A form of all fours in which the players bid for the privilege of naming trumps. Get a grip on. Get mastery of. Make sure of. Any undertaking that is easy to do. A day devoted to an outdoor social gathering. Any undertaking that is easy to do. Marketing this product will be no picnic. Any informal meal eaten outside or on an excursion. Eat al fresco, in the open air. We picnicked near the lake on this gorgeous Sunday. Any undertaking that is easy to do. Any undertaking that is easy to do. Someone who is easily taken advantage of. Any undertaking that is easy to do. Backbends combined with handstands.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.